Ah, the holidays. A time for giving, a time for getting, and a time for going and going
and going and going and going and going.
When you need a break, we're here, helping you make sense of all the good and the going of the holidays. Happy holidays from all of us at ubnradio.com. Hey, you're listening to Out of the Friend Zone with Heidi Selexa. Yeah.
Okay, this is a show to help men understand what women want, okay? Because a lot of men, well, most men don't know. It's not that you're stupid, but some of you are. It's just the fact that you don't get it. So, we have to do this show because we have to help you understand what we want. I say what men wish women would say and what women wish men should already know. Okay? Hello? If you want to be with a woman, you have to understand a woman. You really have to understand. You have to understand what we go through. You have to understand our process in our brain, which is very complicated, but it's not really. We have a routine. We have to do our makeup and hair every day. We want to clean the house. We got to exercise so we look good for you. We want to cook for you. We want to clean for you. And we want you to back off when we need you to back off, okay? And that's hard for men. This is very, very difficult for men to understand that sometimes maybe we want our space and maybe we don't like you as much as you think we do. We're independent, but that doesn't mean that we cannot, have a man in our life. I mean, the thought of having a really cool guy in our presence, wouldn't that be perfect? We all have a dream guy. And one of the dream guys is probably not let me word that in another way. Taking yourself into your own hands. Just kidding. It's probably not. Always be clean, okay? Always be clean and confident. We want you to be clean, showered. We want you to present yourself as good as the hours that we go through to look good for you. And which is a big deal because men don't get come on, hurry up, man. She's so high maintenance, man. But if we walked out the way you wanted us to walk out in 2 seconds, you'd be like, that ain't my girlfriend. I don't know what you're talking about, boy. I don't know her. Damn, that girl need a shower. Okay, so I'm just saying, we go through these extra steps because we want to be the pretty little dolls that our mama made us to be, or supposedly made us to be, or wanted us to be. Okay, maybe half of us is a doll and the other half's not, which is a good thing. So we've got a very special, wonderful guest today. Her name is Beate Chelette. Beyonce, come on, say. Oh, did I just make up your new porno name?
You know what? It's a pretty good porno name. If I wasn't to that, yes, I would use it as my stage name for sure.
Right? Wouldn't that be sexy?
Oh, Chelette?
Yeah. Hello. Chelette, come bounce. I mean, come and bounce. I'm trying to rhyme it with something. You know what I'm saying? It's a very sexy name. And you're a very sexy woman, and you're a successful woman. And I think you sit here and you know that you are the original creator for the woman's code, the only woman's code. And you wrote the book, Happy Woman, Happy World. Men, this means that when women are happy, you'll be happy. Because guess why? You always complain that you're not happy because we're mean. We're bitchy. We're, what else are we? We're crazy. We're angry. We're difficult. Whatever you complain about. So, hey, happy women, happy world. Because it's all about you. So happy women make happy men, which makes a happy world. Look, sitting in a tree, Kissing. I'm going to bite you if you don't shut up, okay? So you have got the perfect plan. Real quick, I just want you to know I did a little research on you.
Uh-oh.
I'm a detective, and that's why men hate that, and I also don't forget things. So whoopsies. I saw that you sold one of your companies to Bill Gates.
I did. I did very successfully.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's you work your butt off and you kind of have this big idea and then you kind of dream and you don't even dare to dream that big. And then one day your ship comes in and you go that is a mighty big cruise ship that just
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You didn't tell me that about you. You kind of just hid that. I researched on her website and I'm like, why isn't that up front? That's huge for a hot blonde, bodacious, voluptuous, yummy woman to have sold her company to Bill, Gates. Hello. That's hot.
Yeah, I really like business, and business likes me back. So this whole idea about, and this is where the book really came from, that as I was making my way through the business world, that I found is so difficult for women to get real good information without all this nonsense. You know, it's just make me all inclusive. You know, I want a relationship. I want a great job. I want to have fun. I want to look good. I want to work out. I want to, you know, I'm a mom. So I want everything.
Why can't we have it all?
Why can't we have it all?
Guys, we can have it all. If you want to get out of a friend zone, give her the space to have it all.
Exactly. And that means we want a man.
Sorry, I volumated. Sorry.
But it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And
I
so
know.
that's how I wrote the book after I, you know, sold my company and I became a multimillionaire.
Which company was it that you
It
sold?
it was called Beate Works as well. It was a stock syndication specialized in celebrity at home photography, and we became the world leader in a very short amount of time. But it's not a Cinderella story. There was a lot of frogs on the way. And
I'm sure.
Obstacles to overcome. Yeah.
Were the frogs were men? Were they trying to stop you from succeeding because you're a beautiful woman? Or what were the frogs in your way?
Well, partially it is that business isn't meant to be for women per se. You know, we're sitting in this patriarchal society, and I think men want to be supportive, but they don't know how.
Right.
And so there's a lot of education that still has to go on because feminism has only been around for 50 years. That's not a lot of time to figure out how to get this right.
This is difficult for me to understand because I feel like we're talking about something that's in the 60s still, you know, when you say it's not meant for women, because my grandmother, you know, ran a hotel, like a really nice hotel. And my father was, you know, my mom was a school nurse, my sex ed teacher. We won't go there, not yet. And she had a jewelry business. So my father's always been very supportive of women to have their own businesses and to be successful, not just be somebody who, you know, stays at home. Now, there are periods in raising a child where it's probably beneficial if the woman stay at home. I'm just saying, the mom. But sometimes it's okay if it's the dad. But I can't imagine, like, men now are like, gosh, you know, I don't want my woman to work, or if she gets too successful, I'm going to get intimidated.
I don't think that men really think like that. I just think that men have not had that education that you talk about on how do you support your woman properly.
Or respect her.
Or respect her. And, you know, and here's like one of the most important things that I always talk about. For the guys listening, please do not ever say, let me help you out.
Yeah, she's got this fresh on her mind. I spoke with her early today, and we were talking, and she just was like, and this came up. I'm like, okay, boom. Before we get to happy women, happy world, tell me about that.
We got to get that out of the way. That's like the most important thing.
Where are we going? Are we going to women, or are we going to men need to shut up?
Well, I think let's
just kidding.
Well, you know, I think how about we talk about it more from a
loving
clarification.
Point of view. Okay.
Clarification.
There
because we love the men, right?
Yeah, we do. If they're lovable.
Yes. Well, I mean, you know, it's like what did you say earlier? You said what men should know. It's
They
like
should
for
know.
everything a man does as a job description, except for being in a relationship. So how about this is the job description? And there's certain expectations and benchmarkers and deadlines.
But see, that's why they say this is. I don't want it to be a job. You know why they use that word, right? It did not come out of a woman's mouth. This came out of a man's mouth. Such a job, man. Being married, congratulations. It's a job. How is it being married? It's a job. It's work. Like, you know, you don't see a lot of the happiness. But then my uncle, I see a lot of people who are super happy with it. Back to the point we were going to, though.
We digressed. So one of the things that I found is like the biggest source of all misunderstandings is when the man thinks he's the knight in shining armor and he dashes in to help and he says, let me help you with that. Mm-hmm. And what we hear, especially when we are totally capable of doing our own stuff, we hear, you're little and incapable, and here I am, and I'm trying to help you out on this one. Okay, there's two ways that we can look at it, though. We do get that from guys, and we're like, could they even be able to help me? You know, you also have that thought where it's like, you think you know that you could help me, but I don't really think you have all the facts, or you're way in over your head. How do you say, you can't really say that to a guy because his ego's going to be busted. But there are times when a guy can help you. But yeah, so the knight in shining armor syndrome is a alpha male. Right. So, you know, there's a simple suggestion on how to fix it because what we really want is to be supported.
Right.
So we want to be supported, and sometimes that support means we want to cry our eyes out because sometimes stuff goes wrong and we are vulnerable and we want to explore that. Or, you know, we want to be total girls. And
they don't want to hear us cry, and they don't want to hear us be too much of a girl.
And sometimes we need some other opinion on it, and sometimes we do need somebody to help us out with fixing something.
Yeah.
But how about
Like my sink.
and
my
your
tire.
computer when you were stalked, remember?
Oh, okay. Well, we're remembering because it was just yesterday. Thanks to Natasha. She's watching you through Skype. But I'm not a lesbian. And that's fine if I were. That's fine. I love lesbians. I'm just saying that was weird. I don't know where we came from. It was like somebody came out of the wall and in my camera. Back to you.
Strange. So anyway, so that's really one of the most simple
Yeah.
things that men can do is just can the helping thing for now and replace it with support, and that alone will change a lot.
If he really is trying to say, if you need help, let me know because I can help you. That's a different way to say it, as opposed to, I'm going to fix this for you.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what we want. We want our men to be knights in shining armor. When
Yeah.
we need one to be in shining armor.
I love
but
that.
sometimes we have other needs that need to be addressed first.
Yes,
so.
you can take my hand and put me on the horsey. Sorry, I'm just saying.
Or take me shopping.
Well, that goes with that.
Yes, of course.
But listen, so when men feel that we are not able to do something ourselves, which some of the time we're not, you're right. A better way to say that, for the guys listening would be, hey, you know what? You're a smart girl. I know you're smart enough to figure this out, but if you need help, let me help you because I understand time is, valuable and it's of the essence or whatever. Something that way as opposed to, let me fix this for you. You just stay there. You're a little girl.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what can I do to support you in this? What do you need me to do? And clarifying is important. And, for women, it's important that we actually know what it is that we want them to do. Because if we don't know what we want them to do, then of course there's going to be misunderstandings and everybody's going to be upset at the end of it. So
Yeah.
you gotta be clear and say, hey, I think I need a shoulder, or
Right.
let me talk it through first, and I might cry a little bit, and then I may need your opinion, and maybe then I'm ready to listen to what you have to say.
I may cry first, but then I'll need your opinion. And he's like, I don't know who this crazy girl is. Sorry, I asked.
Exactly.
You are fine. You are a smart girl. You just get back up on your feet and do it yourself. Gotta go. That's what he would do. They don't like the crying thing. I mean, I made a few boyfriends cry, though. So some do cry.
Oh, you make your boyfriends cry?
Well, yeah, when I break up with them. But it's because they don't listen to me. They don't. When I say, if this continues, this is what's going to happen, and then it continues and it happens, I'm not going to tolerate certain things. I know I can be a heartbreaker. Heidi Heartbreaker is what they used to call me.
Well, we call it the Selexa experience.
Oh, yes, the Selexa experience. I mean, it's worth it, though. Just listen. That's all you have to do. So go on with the points of your book. I mean, I think your book, Happy Women, Happy World, is amazing.
Thank you.
And it's just 9 ego. Go ahead. And we have 9 different parts of our ego, by the way. Probably more than that.
Well, that's 9 different ego rhythms.
Right.
So I've identified that one of the big problems that women have is that we think that we really need to have everything all at once. So we want the career, we want the boyfriend, we want the
bottle of wine.
Thank you very much. The bottle of wine. We want everything all at once.
I know. Because when we're ready, we're ready. And we want it all. My dad goes, why can't you be patient? You want everything now. You and your mother, all these women, now. I want it now. And I'm like, because when we're ready, we're ready. We know we can handle a household. We know we can handle a career. We know we can get up a little bit earlier and exercise. We know we can whip something up and have a great dinner for him or his friends that come over. I mean, why is there such an issue?
Well, the issue is that the day has only 24 hours.
Oh, that's why I've been awake for 5 days and I thought it was 1.
Yes.
I cleaned my entire apartment and lifted my bed up by myself and put the bigger bed frames. I'm telling you, I'm good.
You're ferocious.
I'm ferocious. Row. Let's growl at that one. But go ahead, you're right. Sometimes we can't do things.
No, and that's when we become overwhelmed because, yeah, you're right. You can manage this for a period of time, but then add children and add maybe the relationship not going so well, add the PTA, extracurricular activities to it. Now you need to put yourself even further back, and all of a sudden...
And discuss it with your husband if there's a husband around.
Well, if you even have time to talk to him.
Yeah.
So I found that what happens is that we are so stressed out and so overwhelmed from wanting to be good wives, girlfriends, moms, partners, taking care of ourselves. And you talked about, we need to look good. We want to look good.
It makes us feel good.
It makes us feel good.
We walk a little faster and a little sassier to the grocery store, and then somebody will help us with the groceries out, which takes less time off. Do you see how fast? And Natasha and I ran hills 4 miles. We were done in an hour. I don't know how far I think we went about 4. It was fun. Yeah, and that's cool. I mean, it was a half-hour drive there and back, but I mean, it was, but we did it in, we were done. We were just like, boom, an hour, and now we could go back to cooking and cleaning.
Yeah, but you got to find the time for all of that. So I've designed, actually, I wanted to show this to you because I think you're going to be perfect to actually use this. It's called...
Right, I forgot to read you my diary, but we'll get to that.
My Life Balance Plan.
Okay.
And so what we can do is, you actually see how many hours you want to spend on certain things that are most important.
Right.
And then you actually try to fit them in your calendar. And so if you work 8 hours a day, it takes you an hour to get to work, an hour home. That's 10 hours. So you only have 12 left. Now you want to sleep a little bit. So another 7, 8 are gone. So how much time do you really have left to take care of the kids, go do the extracurricular activities, or go on dates, get ready for a date, go dinner and a movie? You're out of time.
Okay.
So you have to figure out what's most important. And that's how I came up with ego rhythm, so that we learn how to set priorities.
And there are 9, so tell the 9 ego rhythms.
So I'm going to give you a couple examples. So one is the me ego rhythm. So that's for somebody who's been, always dealing with everybody else, and they finally are like, I need to take care of myself right now. Then that's
probably the hardest one for most women to get to.
Yeah, and
men, just letting you know, when we say we need our space, right?
We do.
We need a little time. It's nothing that we're not out looking for other guys or whatever. It's that we need
to decompress.
Yeah, or it's not that we think you're a geek and we'd never date you. It's that we don't even have the energy to even go there right now.
Yeah, well, sometimes we need to step away from you so we can miss you.
Right.
And then when we come back, we're even better.
Hey, you sound like a man right now. Okay.
But I do sort of a little bit of the girl cave thing.
I know.
Don't you?
Oh, yeah. I dance around in my underwear and then I clean all night.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
I write about this.
I have a problem.
There is a girl cave. Girls need time for themselves, too.
Mm-hmm.
Without guys.
Yeah, I just spilled again. Oh, well. Yeah, see, but if this were my house, guess what? I would have the paper towels. I'd be like, okay, just lift everything up. Don't touch anything. And just sit right over in the corner.
And you do the spritzy.
God, I'm crazy. Yeah. But I'm fine if other people are in my house. It's when I'm alone, I'm like, who am I decorating for? Me? I mean, really? I think I am.
But that would be in the me ego rhythm. That would be that you want it the way you want it, and you are the priority in your life.
Oh,
right?
Really? So I am putting myself first.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And then there is a transition ego rhythm. That is for people that usually are in between, that are trying to figure something out, where one job may have ended and another one hasn't started yet, or there's been a tragedy of some sort. I mean, stuff really happens, and you don't quite know. So there's a period for that. Then there is a love ego rhythm, when the relationship becomes most important. There's a mother ego rhythm. So, for example, when and I have a 22-year-old daughter. I know it's hard to believe, but I do have a 22-year-old daughter.
I know. What were you, like 12?
Yes.
She knocked on the neighbor's door.
She was just dropped off one day, and there she was.
There she was.
And so when you have a child, your world changes. And so the first 3 years of having a child, you're just totally preoccupied just with the kid. So don't try to have a career or get that promotion or change jobs if anyhow possible, because then you don't enjoy that rhythm.
That time. You can't get that back.
And so that's what ego rhythm is about.
Yeah.
It's like when you are in the me, then enjoy that. When you are in the relationship, enjoy that. When you are in the health, sometimes people get sick and they really need to make themselves and the health a priority. Well, do that and don't worry about the other stuff. So if we look at life like a rhythm or like a wave, right?
Right.
So that's much easier, because then we can have everything over time.
But just not all at once.
Just not all at once.
But it seems to me that there are some people, like you, when they get, I don't know, I've been like this before, when everything is just, everything's in a great place. It's just a nice, even thing.
Yeah, like right now for me, I feel like I'm totally there.
Yeah, in your life.
Absolutely.
Or is it the wine? I couldn't tell because you look like you were on bliss after you
Oh
had
my
that sip of
gosh, this wine is so good.
Isn't it good? I know. I stopped by the liquor store down the street, Bogies. They're going to sponsor the show.
Well,
here.
let's drink to that. Let's drink to a little
Thank
flush
you,
and
Bogies.
girl time. Yes.
See, woohoo! Yeah, they're gonna sponsor the show. I said I need a red. I need a bottle of red, not French. I love French people and I speak French, but it gives me a headache. So no offense to French wineries. I don't know what you do with the sulfur, but Heidi doesn't like it the next day.
Oh, really?
So I got it. Yeah, so I got a different bottle of red, and he had it waiting out for me, and I grabbed it, threw it down cash. I gotta go, and so he knew exactly what I liked, and it was really cool.
He was supporting you properly.
You know what? He listens. And he's just got engaged. I feel like the liquor bar store guy knows more, listens and pays attention to me than guys that I've been dating. I mean, really? Like, when they drop off in my house, like, he knows where things are. He just goes and gets the wine opener. He knows right where it is. He puts it right back. He's needy. He knows how I like my place. And I'm like, wow. You know, and
wait,
at one point,
the
one
wine
of them,
man comes to your house?
Yeah, they drop it off. They deliver in L.A. Isn't that cool? It's not just
Oh.
New York and D.C. and Chicago and places like that.
Interesting. I just learned something.
Well, I liked it so much. Even though I could walk down there and get it, I just have him bring it to me.
Is he cute?
It's the girl cave. They're all cute.
Oh, good.
A couple of them wanted to stay over and have some wine one time, but I can't do that.
No, it's not a delivery and open.
No,
service.
I was dating the neighbor across the hall. It's like I can have a liquor store guy No, but it's good. We had a fantastic relationship. It's over with now, but it was good.
Did he move out?
Yes, he had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he changed. He had a thing with job. Yeah. So we won't go there. Anyway, so back to you. Did you see the tangent I went off on with the wine?
I went right there with you. I enjoyed every minute of it too.
You're like, I feel like my life is great. Now when your life is great, make sure that there's not somebody who throws a wrench in it. There's another issue there. Like, all of a sudden you start dating somebody because you're in a good place, or you take it to the next level. And then what happens? They get jealous, or they're used to chaos, or, this even keel place is not comfortable because it's not familiar.
Right. Well, my friend Allie said something very smart to me. She said, you have to press a lot of no buttons to get to the yes button. So sometimes, we believe that what comes toward us is...
No! Get away! Yes.
Well, you have to, not everybody's right for you. Not everything is right for you. So you have to say, this was pretty good, but no. This was okay, but
or
no!
No! Everyone thinks, God, Heidi's such a meanie. Like, guys ask her out. No, I say yes every once in a while.
Okay, good.
I've been proposed to 5 times. I said yes once. I mean, I knew it was wrong, but at least I said yes.
Yeah, well, that's the part of the process, right?
Yeah.
You have to always be careful and make sure that you're in integrity with yourself.
Right, and that's the thing, is some decisions you make could be huge, life-changing decisions. You have to spend that time. So, guys, when a woman says no, don't take that personally. It's not personal. It's just not where she's at or she needs to be in her life.
Yeah, or just simply not the right fit, or the feelings are not there.
Right, or she's just not available for a relationship. There are times when I know I've been so focused on my career. I'm like, there is no man, because I don't want him to throw me off. He's going to throw me off. It's going to throw me off. And then when I get in that place and I let him in, throws me off. So very few men can handle. I know I'm a handful, and most women aren't quite as a handful of. I admit it. I'm a handful. Most women are not as much of a handful as I am.
No.
So there's plenty of women out there who are going to be, it's going to work with the guys, I'm just a lot.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you want, right? I mean, if you were able to settle for less, before I left Germany, I was in this great relationship before I cheated on him. Confession.
Whoa.
I did. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about her first husband. Yeah.
And I got caught too. That was bad. So
were you just not happy with him? Okay, let's pick your brain, guys. Listen, because it could affect. And I know you loved him when you married him, but it could affect him to the point where he doesn't realize it was you and not him, and then he could be thinking out there in the world, I'm not worth getting a good enough woman like you, and so he goes for down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the one in Germany was my husband. I got married here in the United States. That was a pretty big mistake.
Okay, wait. The one in Germany was the husband?
No. That was a boyfriend.
That was a boyfriend.
Yeah, that was a boyfriend. And then I came here,
Okay.
and then I met my then-to-be husband pretty quickly. And then I got pregnant, and we got married. And that was a really
What
big mistake.
Okay, explain.
Well, let's just say the truth is a very big variable for him. And so I found out way too late that a lot of the stuff he said just wasn't true. He lied about his age. I didn't know he had a son.
Oh, goodness. When you married him?
A 12-year-old son. Well, I mean, I did find out before we got married. But, at that point,
you were already locked into the idea.
I was locked into the idea, exactly, locked into the idea. And
you thought, well, it'll fall in place.
I thought it'll all going to work out. Nothing worked. It was disastrous. And then for the next, 18 years, you live with that choice that you've made, and you try to pick up the pieces, and it was miserable. So I believe that when
you went into the grocery store or Home Depot, and there was a guy there, and you just
the gym.
Oh,
the stairmaster next to me.
Oh, and that's how you guys started talking, and then she's like, I feel awful.
I don't tell the story very often.
It's okay,
but I will tell you this.
Yes.
It was literally, and it was here. It was the fitness center right down the street. Stairmaster next to each other.
Oh,
Yes, that's where
wow.
we met.
So you guys started talking, and then what happened after you got off the Stairmaster?
Well, we went out, and I thought he was incredibly spiritual. I mean, and so understanding. He told me everything I wanted to hear. I didn't realize he was an actor.
Oh, dear God.
I always say I was.
Oh, my gosh.
I think I was his best act.
Well, did you really want to be with? Let me ask you this question: were you just looking for fun and for like a way for your mind to decompart, like to pull away from your husband, or were you actually thinking that this guy could be something serious?
Well, I married him. I thought that was it.
But you married your husband.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when that-
I thought he was.
But the guy that you cheated on your husband with was the one at the gym.
Oh no! You got it off.
Okay.
Okay. No,
Okay, I'm confused.
no. The guy I met at the gym is the man I married.
Okay.
I did not cheat on him.
Okay.
Okay, but the guy in Germany, that was the big, important relationship before I left Germany. That was the one I cheated on, and you kind of need to leave it at that once.
And then you came here.
And then I came here and I fell in love, and I thought everything's gonna be hunky dory, and there it went.
Do you ever think if you would have ended up with a guy in Germany, what your life would be like?
Yes, exactly. A townhouse and misery.
Okay. So perhaps you were...
His car probably would have had 2 doors. Mine had 4. His cars probably had 8 cylinders. Mine had 4. And, he'd be probably sort of the big everything, and I'd be, somehow following him, and I just couldn't do that.
So next time you're unhappy, don't cheat. Just leave the relationship.
Yes.
Before cheating. That's a really wise thing to do.
Absolutely.
So then you you came to America and you got married, and you were married with somebody. And when did you feel? How many years after did you feel it wasn't right?
Oh, pretty much immediately.
And you stayed in it and had a baby and raised your. Well, of course.
3 years. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I walked out when after the big earthquake.
What year was that?
That was 94.
Oh wow!
The big Northridge earthquake.
Oh, that's when
Yeah,
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I know I look like I'm 20, so
you
thank
do,
you for
and
that.
that's what I was saying. Like, I'm like, are you a vampire?
Yes, I am. This is my third life already.
Whose blood did you suck? No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That was terrible. I shouldn't say that.
Selexa again.
I know. I just Selexia'd it. Now that just gave me a little tickle in my throat. So, wow. So that's basically your story. And then you were like, I really am a woman's woman. The woman's code. Do you think somehow it came to because you had an experience with the great love of your life where you cheated and felt that you broke his heart and that women shouldn't do that? Or how did the women's code come to?
The women's code really came to because then I was a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to figure out how to survive as a single mom and have a career and make it. And I'm an entrepreneur because I'm unemployable. And so...
Why are you unemployable?
Well, I have an opinion and I can't follow rules or read manuals.
Oh, we're not supposed to have an opinion?
Well, I've been a little bit on the
Who says? Is this the male thing? Is this the man code? She's not... Well, there are some women who don't want you to go against their grain either.
Right. And then I found out that there were very few women that I could bond with that I was all of a sudden not invited anymore. So married women don't invite good-looking single moms. So there's this whole sort of subculture of single moms that are literally a social outcast out there. And I went through this year after year after year. And so finally, when my ship came in, and I eventually just gave up on, trying to find a serious relationship. I was dating, but I knew it wasn't going to come together until sort of I was, my daughter was old enough to leave the house. I mean, you have to set your priorities.
Right.
And I just, in the relationship
See,
just
that's what I was
wasn't.
saying. Yeah. So, some guys are like, I love her, but we're not together. And it was like, well, maybe she doesn't love you. And like, no, she's got stuff in her life. It really is true.
Really
you
is
might
true.
be really wanting to raise your daughter.
You have to. Because
and really focus on that.
With an absent dad, so I didn't really have much of a choice. And so for me, it was really important to come up with an idea, which is why I call it the Women's Code, on how can we as women support each other irrespective on whether we are single, married for a long time, or single with kids. So how can we build a network? Because we seem to always compete for the few spots that are available for women.
The few men?
And
I'm sorry, I'm saying the few good men, but it seems like that. There's more women in the world, it appears to be. And either that or all the men like each other like we do, and they all went gay, which I understand. If I were a man, I would be gay. I'm a drag queen in a woman's body. But the point is this, I totally am, okay? I mean, just bring it on here. Woo!
So somebody had to come up with the code for that.
Exactly. I mean, but girls should stick together. We shouldn't take each other's boyfriends or husbands, even if you feel like it's the perfect love connection. I've had so many girlfriends like, your boyfriend's hot. I'm like, what? I'm not friends with them anymore,
Well, a better way to say it is, I really like the way he treats you. Or, makes me really happy on how...
Oh, wait. I did not know when a girlfriend said that she thought your boyfriend was a good catch and that she might want to go for him if you threw him away.
No, I don't necessarily think that, because I believe that at that point you probably had some of these experiences, so you have that watchfulness where you feel like you have to watch your back.
Right.
But when you
you get that feeling.
But when you are really... in with a sisterhood, and we support each other and we follow the code, then when I tell you, what, I really love the way he looks at you, I really mean that.
Yeah.
I say, what, that guy is a total catch, but I mean, he's a catch for you.
So when we're out tonight partying,
yes,
ripping up the town,
yes,
we'll make sure that we understand what that means.
We will have a very clear understanding what that means.
Yeah. I mean, this is a great topic because men don't understand sometimes where we're coming from or what we need, or the fact that we just want them to know automatically without us having to say something. So, I mean, it's really the thought process that goes on with a man's mind that doesn't always understand what we need. But sisters, we need to stay together, girls, because if he's doing it to one of us, he's doing it to another.
Exactly.
So if you're taking her guy, you know what I mean? It's this revolving bad karmic cycle.
And men benefit because when we can take the girl stuff back to the girls,
yeah, then
it's much easier for us to release the men of the girl stuff that they're uncomfortable with anyway.
So wouldn't you love to say to a married guy, hey, what does your wife think about you coming on to me? I mean, wouldn't that be funny? That would be awful, but in a way it's kind of like, hey, I'm sticking up for your wife here.
Yes.
And we've got another blonde on the phone too. Oh, hey guys, 2 blondes and a brunette.
Ooh.
Woo! Threesome here, baby. Oh, did I say that? Welcome to Out of the Friend Zone. I'm Heidi Selexa. On the phone is Gina Novich. Gina, real quick, I got to do she's not there anymore? She's not on Skype? Gina, come back here. Okay, she ran away. Did she get jealous? Well, hi there, Angel. How are ya?
Good. How are ya?
This is celebrity stylist Gina Novich. I told you about her, Beate.
Yes.
And did you heard me and Beate talking about Happy Women, Happy World, which is where Gina's styling business came from. Hi, Gina.
Hey, do you want video or do you just want audio?
You're on the air live right now, Gina. So if you have clothes on, feel free to put on the video. But if you're naked and that's the new style, I would say go ahead and click the video on when you're naked, Gina.
Not going to do that, but I'll click it on and we'll.
You want to know why? Because she's so into fashion. She took me into like Macy's, Bloomingdale's, H&M. I don't know, a bunch of other stores in a matter of 2 hours, and she literally goes, I got to go to my next appointment, and left me, and I'm behind her. at the store with bags and I'm dead to my feet. And she's like, well, next time don't wear heels, okay?
Oh, you are great. You are fine.
Gina is a fabulous celebrity stylist here in LA. So guys, listen up. We are bringing Gina on from Impact Styling to talk about, can we see Gina in her beautiful blondness? Because I can't see you. Gina, can you see me?
I cannot see you. I see the logo of your wonderful station. Can you see me? I'm here in my studio.
Oh, I can't see you, but Natasha can, my engineer. So she's, the other eyes on the back of my head.
Okay, cool.
Right. Okay. So she can't see me either, right? Okay. So Gina, hi. So tell us, I know that we're going to focus on what men should wear this holiday season. What's the hottest men in Hollywood wearing to the holiday parties and the celebrity events and with the family, meeting the girlfriend? Gina, how do you turn a goofy geek into a celestial, sexy man?
Well,
you know where that name came from, right? It's
I can guess.
Celestial.
Yes.
It's my name.
I got the double entendre there and where it's coming from. I've been dealing with a lot of guys for Hollywood parties and holiday looks. And there is a current theme, I would say, amongst the guys, and they're really trying to embrace it. And I think, we're borrowing on a little bit of the caveman that you were referring to earlier, is that...
The caveman.
Animal patterns.
Oh, it's an evolution of that. And that what I'm hearing from guys right now is that they want to look like men.
Oh, my gosh. I have a photo. Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm here.
They want to look like men, and this is evolving in a lot of different ways. Some men want to look like men by getting a great big woolly beard, and that is okay, interesting, and it is very manly. I don't know if that's really meant for women or not.
Gina, I've never made out with a guy with a beard. I've never felt my stomach tingle. I've never ran up and went, kiss me, baby.
I'm kind of in that world with you.
I don't want to be scratched on my face.
I do my own exfoliation, in the shower and at the spa, so I don't need another kind.
Whiskers.
A lot of men are thinking this is a really manly kind of thing. Maybe they're doing it for other men, God bless them.
You should just say, hey, I won't shave my legs and see how you like that, okay?
Yeah, that's touche. But for the guys, maybe a little light, 5 o'clock shadow can be kind of sexy.
Yeah, that's sexy.
That's nice. But I would leave the kind of lumberjack thing at home. For the holidays at least, let's do a little clean shaven kind of thing. But it goes in line with the trend that's a bit artisanal, that they're into being manly men and building their own furniture.
Okay, so we're talking Home Depot men is sexy, but not. What are we doing? We're not wearing the flannel shirt to the holiday party. Is that what we're talking?
Well, I would say it's an evolution beyond Home Depot man. I think it is it comes from kind of Brooklyn hipsters and the world of doing things that are organic and you've made it yourself. Maybe you've made your own beer or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Your wheatgrass. You just grow and blend your own wheatgrass.
Yeah.
So that's the hot thing, or is that not the hot thing? Is that what you're saying? Is that hot, but maybe not do it too much, or what are you saying?
Yeah, maybe not so much. It's interesting to a point, but then if you want to date, I would say let's borrow some things from this man code, right?
Mm-hmm. All right.
And,
the man code.
The man code.
I'll give you a man code.
And what I'm advising guys to do is take on some structure in their wardrobe as opposed to growing a great long grizzly beard. Let's just start with a jacket. How's that?
Okay.
Let's give some foundation to your wardrobe for going to the Hollywood party.
Or holiday. Not everybody listening is in Hollywood, so we're national. But yeah, holiday, something. Maybe throw like a nice blazer on over the shirt with the animal on it.
It doesn't have to be an animal.
I'm saying no animals. That was Gina. You know how I feel about animals on the shirt. No tiger on the face. You're not a cougar. And you're not a elephant or whatever.
Maybe save that for like poker night with the guys or something like that.
It's dorky. Don't even wear it there, okay? You'll get your ass beat. I'm just saying. Don't wear the animals on the shirt, guys.
Not so many animals. How about we just go with a nice, plain, clean T-shirt? I think that's kind of like cool guy. And then if you put the blazer over it, a sport coat, a little jacket. I guess they call it sport coat more than anything for the guys. I don't know a woman who doesn't just love a guy in a jacket.
It's pretty hot.
Away from the droopy, drapey, geeky guy, and suddenly he has a jacket on, we think like,
yeah, you could be the same guy on the inside, but the jacket on the outside could be what's getting you out of her friend zone.
That's right.
I'm serious, right? Did you see my serious?
Right, and it is as simple as
she could have a few glasses of wine and be like, damn, I'll give him a chance because I like the jackets. But if he were wearing something else and without a shower and bad breath and his hair, no, ain't getting a chance. Guys, you're stupid. You need to wake up and figure out what we want. Now, listen, keep going, Gina, because they're on a short attention span.
Literally takes 2 seconds. Put on the jacket, and immediately you have nice shoulders. Mm-hmm. You look like you've got it going on. You've got yourself together, and that you thought about it for a few minutes for your friends, maybe your family too, to show some respect and just show what kind of a cool-looking guy you are.
Right. What about jeans?
Jeans, I think they're fine for a holiday party. I like dark, straight, nicely fitted. Let's be honest, we want to see a little bit of the butt on the guy.
What was that, Gina? The package or the butt?
Yeah.
It's all the no, that's what she said last time. She said package. Gina's package. I remember that. I heard. Keep going. I'm just talking.
We are human, right?
Yeah.
Hey, he's taking care of business there. So dark, straight jean, I think is really nice for a guy. Show the physique a little bit. Shirt could be tucked in.
What about the tight jeans at the ankles with the guys? I mean, that's kind of a new thing. It's the hipster thing. However, sometimes I don't think it's super attractive.
What, the shorter pants?
No, the ones that are tighter at the ankles. It's kind of like they have their own straight skinny jeans. It's like, why do we need to see that? You need your own, straight skinny jeans. We want you to be bigger.
I don't mind it so much. I think it's kind of cool that he's paid attention to a trend even and is trying it. I really like to applaud men for trying, for doing new things for their style, for looking in terms of style. And it's because it shows me that they are thinking like, hey, maybe this makes me attractive. Maybe women like this. Maybe I like this. That's how I feel about it.
So a Matthew McConaughey look, because we have to admit the ladies love the Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of style does he have? Where could guys go to have that style? Where could they buy? What could they buy? Where can they go?
Well, I think he does an interesting hybrid of things. That he does try. He has some retro styles. He looks kind of cool. He chooses different fabrics for his suits. And
the fabric. I've noticed that.
Yeah. Maybe they'll have a little bit of shine to it. Maybe the lapel will have a little contrast to it. He's usually wearing a slim fitted suit, which I think is a great inspiration for men to wear something that's a little slimmer fitting, because a lot of guys are dressing bigger and heavier than they actually are. I promise you, I see it every day with my guy clients.
What do you recommend, though, for them to do if they don't want to wear, the skinny jeans? What do you recommend? Just more fitted clothes, or like a nice sweater that's more fitted?
Yeah, a little more fitted. It doesn't have to be skinny. And there is a difference between very oversized and skinny. There's something in the middle, and it's called slim straight.
Ooh.
And most guys are smaller than they think. They're used to wearing their clothes so big that they barely even touch their body.
Well, now, why is that, Gina? Do you think that guys think they're actually bigger than they are?
I do.
I mean, where does that come from? It's like my mom always fit my brothers right. I don't know where the problem is.
I think that what it is that, sorry, just something came up on my screen here. I think what it is that they want to feel comfy, like they're wearing pajamas. So they never really got out of being in boyhood. They're still kind of little boys.
But can't they have nice, comfortable jeans that makes them feel comfortable in certain areas, like they're wearing pajamas, but, put together in others? Or is that just my own creation in my head?
They could do a combination, yeah. Maybe they have a little more comfortable t-shirt, but their jean is a little more fitted.
Okay, so what we're having this holiday season and this year is the hottest look is nice fitting jeans with a t-shirt and a nice blazer with a nice fabric over it. And maybe not a beard, but you can have a little, morning after sunlight thingy, whatever they call that. What'd you call that? The day after shave or?
It's a 5 o'clock shadow. Basically.
Whatever it is, as long as it doesn't scratch our faces.
Exactly, make it soft.
Right? As long as we can still feel your lips when we're kissing. And not whiskers, because if we wanted to kiss a beaver, we would. I'm just saying, if we wanted a porcupine, just go out in the middle of the street and grab a porcupine.
Yeah.
Right? We don't want to make out with one.
And, you can do a variation on a theme. These are just things that every guy has in a wardrobe.
Great. And so for more information about Gina, give me your website and how people can get in touch with you and your social media.
It's impactstyling.com. I'm on Instagram as @GinaNovish, and all my information's on the website.
Great. So Gina is my personal stylist, and she loves the top I'm wearing. As a matter of fact, I said, she goes, I would just wear that top or that type of thing every time. So Gina, I can't find one like it, so I'll have to have it made. But she did fabulous. She went in and cleaned out my whole closet. I had no clothes, and then I lost weight, so I didn't throw anything away that we bought together, but I haven't worn it really. So she did the right stuff. Gina's in my closet. Yeah. Well, no, it's just, it's like some of the stuff doesn't fit, but it's too nice. I don't want to so we'll sew it. You can fit clothes if you buy them and you lose weight, guys. So don't feel like you have to just throw everything away.
Yeah, there are these people called tailors, and they can do wonderful things to your clothes to make them fit.
Awesome. Gina Novish, you're going to come in here live in person, just like we have Beate. She Skyped in also the previous week. So thank you so much, Gina, for coming on. ImpactStyling.com is how you can find Gina. I love you. See you later. I'm Heidi Selexa, and you were listening to Out of the Friend Zone. It has been brought to you by Nubia Cafe. Everyone wants to know how I get my figure so slim and trim. Well, I drink the coffee. And I'm not talking just any coffee. I'm talking the organic coffee, the kind... Most of the ingredients are organic, and then it's just natural. Like everything just kind of fits better than the coffee. You don't get a headache. You don't pass out. You don't dehydrate. You don't feel like you're just going to be like, whoa, did I just drink too much coffee? Every time I drink it, I run 4 miles around the block. Really, 4 miles. I just keep running in circles. I have a pedometer, I know, but it makes me feel good, and I focus. I feel great, and it tastes good. There's Nubia Trim or Nubia Cafe, and if you would like your free box now, just go to nubiacafe.com. When you go to the promo word, just type in giggles. That's my little, I would say, handle. Giggles. Hi, truckers. Remember, go there now and get your discount, and one person wins a box of free Nubia Cafe or Nubia Trim every show. So you can drink your coffee and feel good while you're losing weight. And you won't even know it because you'll just be so energetic and focused. You won't be paying attention to what everyone else thinks. It's really fantastic coffee. Enjoy it. Nubia Cafe or Nubia Trim. Also, SoCalOralSurgery.com with my favorite oral surgeon, Dr. Craig Thede. He is wonderful, so wonderful. He does everything from the neck up as far as surgeries is concerned. Little Freudians. Sorry, Dr. Thede. Did I just say that? I woke up in the middle of surgery and actually bit him. No, I did. I woke up and bit him. I giggled, I talked, and I bit him. And he was like, okay, give her some more propofol because she's going to keep waking up. But I would like to thank you so much. He's a fantastic oral surgeon, maxillofacial oral surgeon. Anything that you need, just go to him. Go to SoCalOralSurgery.com. SoCalOralSurgery. I won my 3rd grade spelling bee. I'm Heidi Selexa, and you have been listening and watching Out of the Friend Zone. Until next time.
Okay.
Radio to the power of Heidi. What's the name of that song?
So radio.
Don't hate me because I'm so good.
Well, the name is Heidi Selexa. The world revolves around.
Ah, the holidays. A time for giving, a time for getting, and a time for going and going.
And going, and going, and going, and going.
When you need a break, we're here, helping you make sense of all the good and the going of the holidays. Happy holidays from all of us at ubnradio.com.
Okay.
Radio to the power of Heidi. What's the name of that song?
So radio.
Don't hate me because I'm so good.
Well, the name is Heidi Selexa. The world revolves around her smile. She's the satellite diva on the afternoon drive. Your favorite place on the
Can I do that again?
Ooh, for every guy that makes her chart, she cuts a notch out on her heart. And when she picks one, she tosses a dart
Ooh, I'm good.
over her shoulder. She's just so radio. She's got every station playing from her smile.
Hi, truckers.
She's just so radio. Baby, don't touch that dial.
It's Heidi time.
Don't touch that
Power of Heidi.
dial. Cutting through all the static. She's the voice heard 10,000 miles. Dancing naked to guitars in the attic. She's a trend that begs for a try.
Oh, who sings that?
Ooh, she's out to win your demographic. She's about as crazy as crosstown traffic. She likes the boys, acts a little bit sappy. Just to be clever, she's just so radio.
Hi, truckers.
She's got every station playing from her smile.
A little booty's nice.
She's just so radio. You don't want to touch that dime. Don't want to touch that dime.
Be a flirt and lift your shirt.
11 caller, cross promotion, scandals, vandals, wild emotion. Request a number, hold him under, be the first in line. Boys line up, push a button, do her in, just like nothing. She's got the giggle, she's got the
The holidays. A time for giving, a time for getting, and a time for going and going.
And going, and going, and going, and going.
When you need a break, we're here, helping you make sense of all the good and the going of the holidays. Happy holidays from all of us at